Did I scare you? Yes? Good. No? Have some emotion. Like, come on. That was a perfect scare. Hu Tao, everybody's main for some reason. I don't know why. I don't know how. Maybe because she has a bubbly personality, but she's everybody's main. Like every other Genshin player you ask is a Hu Tao main. Trust me. I know. I've been there. Not just lore-wise, but also gameplay-wise. And before you hate me, listen to me. Listen. Hu Tao is a great character. She does massive damage, great single target damage. Her personality is cool. Annoying, but you know, fun because we're not the victim of her antics. So she's a good character, but objectively speaking, she's the most annoying Genshin character to play with. And I guess to be with personality-wise. So she does an insane amount of damage, but the price you pay for that is massive. Let's start with lore. I'm pretty sure we all know, or if you pay attention to lore, I get it if you don't, but I enjoy lore. But if you do, well, Hu Tao is very extroverted. She's an extrovert times 100. That doesn't mean to say that extrovert equals annoying. Hu Tao is, like I said, an extrovert times 100, which makes you very annoying. Like just in the recent Lantern Rite event, she just straight up walked up to Xiao and told him to come to the feast or the dinner or whatever. Second of all, Hu Tao doesn't really do her job in normal conventions. She's always around doing other stuff. So I imagine it might be very hard for her employees or subordinates to figure out where she is because she's anywhere. She's like the director of the funeral parlor. That's a pretty important position, but if you're off somewhere else and you need to find her, well, that's difficult. Imagine if you need to find your boss. Well, good luck with that. If you have a question to ask, better when you're 50-50. Even in like one of her character stories, whenever her neighbors talked about her, it gets kind of weird to navigate the conversation because while she may be really smart, her eccentric actions and, you know, whatever she does is not very welcomed in Lyra because, well, they disturb other people. Going on to gameplay, Z0 Hu Tao is very annoying to play. I'm sure if you have Z0 Hu Tao, you're kind of annoyed as well. Optimally, you have to jump cancel everything, and that's just not really fun. If you like doing it, great, I guess. But if you're like a normal person, well, you don't like Z0 Hu Tao, and you don't like jump canceling because when you're jumping, it just looks weird, and you're vulnerable to damage, so you kind of have to run a shield with Hu Tao. And speaking of shields, well, Zhongli's the premier option, but not everybody has Zhongli. Toma is the next best option, but Toma is Toma? He's not bad, honestly, but it's Toma. Not everybody wants to go through the effort of learning jump canceling, and even if you do, well, it's a matter of time before you get arthritis. That thing is strenuous. Now you might be thinking, just get C1. It's only one constellation. You can save up. First of all, no, you're not a Hu Tao main at that point. You're a whale. Second of all, not everybody saves up Primo Gems. Sure, it might be the smart thing to do, but maybe someone sees, oh, Hu Tao banner is up. I'll just get Hu Tao on like a whim. No, why not? Probably not going to have enough Primos to save up. You might have to wait maybe half a year for her next rerun, so that's a very long time. Second of all, there's also the artifact set problem. Sure, Crimson Witch is a perfectly fine artifact set, but if you're efficient like you're supposed to be, and you're a slave to the emblem domain, well, you're going to get Shimenawas. And playing with the Shimenawa set isn't so fun, because you don't get to use their burst as much. You don't get to hear Explosion! Maybe it's a blessing, but you know, if you like hearing that voice line and you like using your burst, well, this is going to be a pain playing with a Shimenawa artifact set. Even if you don't like playing with your burst, sometimes you just can't help it. You see that little red icon light up, you know you have to press it. You can't suppress your urges. I've been there. You always hit the big red button, right? The last part is her idle animation.
Silly churl, Billy churl, silly Billy, hilly churl. Woo!
You might have thought, yeah, it's fun, you know, I get to hear kind of a silly tune, but when you hear it hundreds of times and thousands of times, it kind of gets annoying. You can't stop it unless you turn your game sound off, but then it's kind of weird if you play with no dialogue. You expect something, but then you don't get that something. So it's a lose-lose situation. But overall, Hu Tao, great character, like her design, good damage. Gameplay-wise, not so much, kind of annoying, but if you can get through that, or you get C1 after paying lots of money, well, not a lot of money because C1 is C1. It's kind of early, but you know, if you spend that many primos, it's worth it. Hu Tao is a great character. Lore-wise, personality-wise, eccentric, fun, but also annoying. But yeah, hope you liked the video. Make sure you subscribe. Bye bye.